Right, let's go. 3, 2, 1. All right, LooseCast coming at you live and direct from Newcastle's infamous big market, which contains Pop World, which is where I met NATO. Yes! I'm Felix Leiter. To my right is Dean Saunders, and back in the building, or NATO with his beard trimmed as a comment. How have you been doing, mate? Because you've been gone a few weeks in.
I have, mate. I seen you put the photo of us on the side of the milk bottles. So I found me way back to the big market, but now it's been full of busy, full of graft.
Where you been?
Durham sort of notch,
yeah,
and then a couple of the plans that we are currently working on,
nice.
yet to be announced. But yeah, busy times. So, but lovely to fucking see us all again.
Do you know what I've been working on this morning? Trying to get my voice back. I've had about 7 strepsils and 3 things of water. I'm like, I think.
And is this due to a specific party?
No, it's not. It's just I just think I'm run down, but like my voice is gone, and obviously, I mean, I knew you were coming on, so I was like, well, I'm not going to struggle for people speaking because Neil's got some stories.
Here I am.
Got some stories, so I'll just say hi at the beginning and I'll try and keep quiet.
And as it's another MC podcast, you knew that probably Eminem, Rap God,
he's going to give us it again, isn't he?
You ever seen him do Rap God? It's good, like.
Neil, I've lost my voice. I can't
that's his excuse for this beast.
And you played me something when I met you outside Pop World. You've been in your studio today, and you were telling me you're going back.
My mate sent us 10 beats, hip-hop, haven't MC'd, haven't rapped to hip-hop for fucking 10 years. Can I swear?
Yeah,
of course.
Yes, I just did. My mate sent us 10 beats, hip-hop beats. So I was like, fucking hell, I haven't even rapped for 10 years, 2 years. So I've been rapping, me. Nice. I was only supposed to do the rave for like a few months, got addicted to it, ended up doing rave for 2 years. I was like, right, my mate sent us 10 hip-hop beats, I need to start rapping again.
You feel free to say no, right? Obviously, he's declined Rap God, but in a sort of fire in the booth a cappella sense, do you fancy just dropping something you've written today?
Aye, right now.
Yeah?
There's people in this life and they're alive, but they aren't living. I try to explain it's just one loop that they all live in. They aren't listening. That life I doubt I'd fit in. I'd sit in the kitchen, figure about living away in a different position. I'm wicked to rocking the mic in front of my room when I'm alone, and when I get up on the stage, I cry make noise at my old xylophone. I used to wonder when I was younger what it would be when I grew up. Dreams of being a rapper, that's what made me want to blow up. I'm sick of the idiots trying to get rid of it. Somebody out of it's got to be bigging me up. Starting to feel like I'm wicked enough, ripping it up. Am I though? Have I got the grammar though? Acting like me pal and bro. Maybe they're just jealous because I have a flow.
You sucked.
And now Rap God.
Three things. 1, if you're not watching the podcast and you're listening, that was me. 2, do you know, I was just saying I don't want to drink anymore. That's got me in the mood. I want to drink.
All right. 3. There's a little water for you there.
3. Wow, that was incredible.
You know what? On the rap shit, I think I've got more room to breathe. With the rave, it's cool as fuck, sounds cool as fuck, but me on the rave, it's ABC. I describe the rave. DJ on the fucking decks, the rave is fucking dancing.
Yeah.
On the rap, I can explain how I feel and stuff like that. You know what I mean? I can get how I'm feeling or how my day's been on the paper. Where loads of people say, you can do that on the rave, but I have more room to breathe on the rap shit. So I'm going to do rap shit for like 2 months and then come back to the rave.
Speed-wise, right? So obviously, a lot of the stuff that you would MC over could be what, in the 175 BPM range if you're at McKenna.
If I put a rap lyric on it though, it sounds too slow. It's like, do you know what I mean?
Got you.
Aye, too slow.
So do you find the hip-hop beats are slower than the McKenna stuff?
The hip-hop beats are 100 BPM, 90 BPM and that, but for me, it's just like a little bath chiller, a little
it gives you that double time to move into.
Basically, I've got loads of lyrics for the rave, but I never really write more lyrics because I've got enough for a set. Do you know what I mean? And people know them lyrics, so I just spit them rave lyrics. For the rap, I'm so inspired by these 10. Hold Tight Freddy, by the way, he used to be yellow. He used to paint his face yellow, and now he doesn't anymore. But Hold Tight Yellow Freddy, he's my producer for this rap album.
Are they his glasses?
And, no. How would you try them?
Actually, let's go.
And you were just saying about
feel it.
Oh, man. It's Elton Saunders.
I was going to say that. What are the glasses inspired by?
When I'm steaming in the rave and I can't be asked looking at anybody. Right, sound I can look for the exit now.
It's like a Harry Potter invisibility cloak. You were just talking about 2 friends of the pod, shout out Tazo and MC Stompin, who are going to be coming back soon. What were you saying just before about you were in rating with them?
Well, before that, I was buzzing that Stompin knew who I was. Do you know what I mean? Like, so imagine you've listened to Stompin your whole life, and then all of a sudden he's there, and I go, "Hello, mate, I'm Nato," and that, and then the next time I see him, he goes, "Hello, Nato, I read."
Yes.
So I was in a rave on Saturday, and I went up to the bouncer and I went, excuse me, mate, I'm cameraman. Went and jumped on the speaker, just like next to Stomping and someone else, I don't know. But basically, he went, hello, Nato, hold tight, Nato, no feast in the fucking area, whatever. Stomping an Impulse, that's who it was, hold tight Impulse.
Yeah.
And he shook my hand and that. I was like, yes, I've got the green light to get this camera in his face. So I sat on the speaker to the side and just recorded his set. I was like, yes.
Did you get some good footage?
Wicked, it's on YouTube now.
Do you know what? Like, for how many people he's inspired and how many people have like listened to his music. Like, how down to earth is he? He's like absolutely class, isn't he?
And do you know what? Just that original flow as well. Like nobody can do it like that. And the way he freestyles through the whole set, ding dong dong rocking, jumping, kicking with the sound. I'm like, mate, listen, Stompman is the boy.
He's the thing.
Right, we've got some coming up later. We've got some questions from me, from Dean and Anth. We've got some questions coming from the fans on Instagram and YouTube. Mm-hmm. We've got some stories that we're going to get you to tell as well.
Wicked.
But we're going to do some rating of GREGGS. I've just decided for content we're going to rate GREGGS.
You're on a munchie life.
So,
you know, I literally walked in and went, Anth, you look like you've lost weight. Go on, and now you've got to put it back on.
We've got normal sausage rolls.
Need chicken B.
And we've got vegan sausage rolls. So I think, which way should we go first? Should we go vegan first, or should we go normal first?
Like?
When the cleaner's coming in, because there's going to be pastry all over the fucking walls.
We don't have to eat it all, but what we're going to do is we're going to rate them out of 10. So you've got a penny each. What colour would you like, Nato?
Green.
As a guest, you get to choose.
Green.
You just get what you're given.
The goth gets a black one.
What we're doing, like?
This is just to rate out of 10. So you
all
just
right.
keep
I
it
thought you were
down.
going to make us draw on the sausage roll.
You can do that if you want.
Adds a bit of flavouring.
Some evil eyes.
Which one should we go for first? Should we go for vegan first? I've never had a vegan sausage roll from GREGGS, by the way.
How do you know the difference?
I have.
I think there's dead things inside one, and
I know, but like they both look like sausage rolls to
That
me.
one's a vegan one.
less anuses in the other one.
We'll swap it.
Right, so which one we're going for first? There's two in each, there's two of each. So which one
All
we're
right,
going for?
we'll go vegan
Right, let's go
first.
vegan
Vegan
first.
beast.
Right, here you go. Have you ever had a vegan one before?
No, I've never been at GREGGS before.
Fucking shut up.
I was there this morning. I'm not even hungry.
You got one of the black cards, man.
Right.
I do want a GREGGS black card, like.
Right, let's go. A big mouthful of the old vegan, like.
Thing is, I've got an issue because I'm so used to Ant's amazing cooking now that
fucking
anything's not
suck
going
me
to
balls,
taste
man.
as
Have a
nice.
little nibble, man.
Have a go.
We're good. That was a little nibble, like.
That's not even bad.
You're a change man, Dean. Look
I
at
used
you.
to be a vegetarian.
Can't even swallow mine.
When you say there's a punchline coming here, like.
Oh, you don't know about this?
Right, come on.
Oh. I mean, the really quick version, surprisingly, is I used to be a vegetarian. When I was really young, I wasn't good at sports. I mean, my parents were probably like, oh, well, he's not good at
It's like
sports.
16, 17.
No, really young. Like 15, 14. And when I was really young, so they're like, oh, we'll get him into animals. So I went like...
Sounds all kind of wrong.
I don't see that.
Velcro gloves.
So I went like bird watching and that, right? And I thought I was vegetarian. And then when as I got older and I started playing football and I was like doing football at a good level, one of the academy coaches was like,
You need protein.
No, well, he was like, you need to improve your goal kicks. You can't kick far enough. So I was like, right. This is true, by the way. So I was like, right, I need to eat meat. But it was back before like McDonald's was 24/7 and that. So by the time I got back from Middlesbrough, there was no McDonald's open or anything, and we're going to a party, and it was my sister's boyfriend at the time, Scottish family, so all the food that was there was haggis.
While this is happening.
All the food that was there was haggis, so the first meat I ever ate was haggis. It was absolutely awful, so I went
That's
back.
basically just blood.
Oh, it was disgusting. Anyway.
That's black
Blood and a
yeah.
sausage
No, I
roll.
wasn't a fan, so like, literally the next day I went to McDonald's in the morning, had a burger, and never looked back.
Right.
There we go.
Let's rate the vegans out of 10. Not vegan people. That's a whole different podcast. Let's rate the vegan sausage roll out of 10.
You know what?
Mine was alright, but it's dry as the beach. 6.
I'm going 6. I'm going 6.
6 as well,
6 for the
respect me
boys.
to the
6 for the boys. 6
Pew,
for the
pew.
boys. Dean.
I'm going 8, and I've added nostalgia because I used to be a vegetarian.
He wrote his after hours though. Nostalgia.
Right.
Nostalgia.
Let's go for a pure meat.
The normal.
Got any whitey sponges, man?
Stick it on, unless you want to keep it.
I'm genuinely going to keep it.
Keep it. Right.
Where's my whitey sponges at?
Well,
I get fucking Modena regular one.
Just use
Do you want to use my sleeve?
Just use your sausage roll if you don't. If you don't, you're going to eat the rest of it.
I'm getting involved. Right. I think we went the right way around here because although I thought the vegan one was good, I feel like as soon as this passes my lips, the world's going to change.
So is it in
warm and all. It's got a bit of heat to that.
Mine's not.
It's got a nicer texture, I think, because it's actually meat, not fake meat.
Just nicer. It is.
Yeah, like,
It is just
Well,
nicer.
regular sausage roll.
You've got it stuck in your throat.
I can't tell the difference.
I don't want to alarm you, but like, it tastes the same. Maybe I've got COVID.
Nah.
My taste gone.
Shut it down.
It definitely doesn't taste the same. The pastry isn't as flaky, and the inside bit, the vegan one's more like
It's just nicer.
granular. Do you know what I mean?
I love a GREGGS sausage roll.
But my hands feel greasy off
I
that.
thought you'd never been to Greggs. Yeah, definitely. As soon as you
Doesn't
put
it?
it down.
I haven't been to GREGGS in the last 10 minutes, but like I do love a GREGGS sausage roll, but I'm not gonna lie, I actually enjoyed that vegan one more.
Right. Let's write our scores down. It's still good. Let's write our scores down. I'm gonna go.
Oi, oi.
Right. You can't. No nostalgia. I mean, nostalgia of the last week, maybe, is where you could be at.
8.2.
Right,
8.2
on the dive.
Nectar.
9 for me.
Not that particular one, but I just want to set the stall that I do prefer them. 10.
Right,
I went for an 8 because it was a greasy boy.
I've got a controversial opinion.
Nectar.
Here we go.
Controversial opinion. You may have never been. I'm holding out that one of you two might have been. I rate Milligan sausage rolls better than Greggs sausage rolls. You know.
I remember them.
The Milligans on the top corner by the is it the Haymarket I'm thinking of?
Yeah.
I think their sausage rolls are better than Greggs sausage rolls.
I'll go for that as well, yeah.
And their bacon butties as well on the morning, miles better than Greggs.
Gonna go after this, me.
I know you'd think I wouldn't because I used to be a vegetarian, bird watched and that, But
What was your favourite bird to watch?
I never really paid attention.
Different answer now, wouldn't it?
Vegetarians birdwatch,
The lesser spotted stripper bird. Only seen at certain times of the morning, between about 3 and 6.
So the time I see Neil as well, isn't it?
Time. Right.
Best time of day, isn't it?
Can't miss me.
Right, we've got a dessert as well.
Oh, yeah, this is going to go everywhere.
I'm not even munched, me.
Right.
I'll have a blast,
everywhere.
Let's. We're going to rate a. I've already got high hopes because I think that the.
I've got the one without the hole in it. Now this is going to go fucking everywhere.
I think the Morrison's jam donuts are incredible. But let's give it. Yeah, bite into the hole. If you can.
Do the biggest bite you can.
Oh, that's unreal. That.
Much better than the sauce.
See, I've fucked it again now, lads, because yous have gone for a good rating system. I've just gone so high early on.
Have you had some donut?
Yeah. And now I'll give
Some donut.
Now I'll give my last one a 10. I'm like, how do I give this one a 12? This needs to be better than the
That's
sausage
what you
roll.
figured, isn't it?
Yeah.
Joey.
It's got some maths about to go down here, Ant.
Glad I got that trim.
I'm probably close to the mic, me, or you can hear me scranning.
What's it called? ASMR or whatever.
I've just stuck it all in my mouth.
It's gone,
That was funny nectar.
That was a 1 out,
That is really nice.
Do you say nectar?
I do now. I do now.
Nectar means
I've eaten this donut.
Now you got nice, then you got lush.
No.
Then you got nectar.
I don't think I've ever said nectar, but I know it.
Never say Inspector Nectar.
Hey, every day is a school
I do
day,
every
isn't it?
single day of my life, me.
Right, on the end topic, this is a question I've got. Why NATO? Where does that come from?
When I was in school.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Just after you described
I've got my mouth full. When I was in school, I dyed my hair red, and everyone called us Elmo for about a week or two.
Right.
Now the little fuzzy thing, Elmo.
Sesame Street.
Hated it.
You do the voice.
I was like, no, can I fucking never try in my life. I can do this though. So everyone was calling us Elmo for about a week or two. So I dyed my hair back to normal. Used to call us Nate, Elmo into NATO. There you go.
So nothing to do with the North Atlantic Treaty
No.
Organisation.
One time-
And Trump doesn't want to pull out of you. It is the North Atlantic Treaty Organisation.
One
he wants to
time,
pull out of.
I was in Greece, and this Serbian guy was like, why do you have NATO on your hat? I was like, it's my name. He was like, ha, cool name.
Right, so we've got some questions.
Thank you for them, by the way, Felix.
Thank you very much.
Just doing a bit.
But he didn't even want to do the ratings. He just wanted to scram.
What are we going to rate the donuts, by the way?
Forgot now. It was dead nice, though.
Now the caramel custard ones and Greggs are top tier, though, you know.
Give it a 9.8, me.
Better than the jammy,
I had some facts about Greggs, actually. I just got overexcited for the food. So back in 1939, John Gregg actually started delivering door to door. In 1951, he opened his first Greggs shop. Where do you think that first Greggs shop was, boys? Any guesses?
I know. Gosforth?
You're fucking right, sir.
I got the ice cream.
Yeah, and apparently there's still one there, a deer. How many Greggs do you think are in the UK today? How many Greggs are
all of the UK?
The whole of the UK. There's not one on the Isle of Man, if you're worried about that. There's not one in Douglas.
Are we going write it down, whoever gets closest? Please?
Yeah.
Isn't there like 34 just in Newcastle?
Well, I'll come on to that.
I think it's 34 in the
Right.
Yeah, write it down. Right, you've got your board.
Can we
Write
get
it
like
down.
a ballpark?
Right, write it down.
In the whole of the
Okay,
UK.
I'll give you a
In the whole of the
ballpark.
UK.
It's more than 10. It's less than 10,000.
The thing is, you did that sarcastically, but that helps.
So yeah. Nearest wins a bit of leftover vegan sausage roll.
Cheers very
that
much.
I've got there, and probably a little cup somewhere that probably
We'll find one. We'll dig one out.
Go on then, I'll go last.
Okay, NATO.
208.
Oh, that's terribly low. Anth,
752.
way too low. Dean.
Fucking hell.
3,067.
Dean is very close. There's 2,269. And what city do you think has? We don't need to write this down. What city do you think has the most Greggs?
Newcastle.
Gotta
In the
be
UK,
Newcastle,
it's absolutely not Newcastle. It's very low on the list.
It's going to be somewhere bigger.
Think about smacky people who like smacky food, who live in a smacky large city that's not the capital of their country.
Didn't
Manchester.
Yeah, I will dive over this table and bite your nose off.
Have you seen how many crumbs? I've got there?
You should see how much city.
Birmingham.
No.
No.
Anyone else want to have a guess? Think north of the border.
Scotland.
Yes. Name a city.
What do I win?
Glasgow.
Glasgow has got the most
Fucking
Greggs,
hell.
and embarrassingly, as someone who loves the tune, a couple of people who are from the tune, and someone who calls it home.
However, man, you've got your phone on the fucking scrap.
Someone calls it home. The places that have got more Greggs in the UK: Glasgow, London, Leeds, Edinburgh, Manchester, Liverpool, Birmingham, and even fucking Cardiff has got more Greggs than Newcastle.
I feel like we're fucking disappointing you. Like,
We
I've done some research. I like that.
Apparently we have 18 Greggs in Newcastle. Right, so
What, in Newcastle city centre?
well, classed as Newcastle, there's 18. So obviously there's probably some in Gateshead. There's probably whether Jesmond counts. I'm not
Have them
sure.
who switch seats? Felix?
Something. Yes, I. Oh, the other one.
He's brought us all presents, hasn't he?
I'd
Here
love
we go.
some, right.
Oh, why do I get the fluffy ones? This actually makes me look like a pink Elmo.
I got the Cruella de Vil, me.
Just makes me want to wear sunglasses every show. By the way, so some of the stuff we had from YouTube, Paul Graham says, any chance of a shout out, NATO?
Well, I hold tight to Paul Graham inside the house, oh yeah. You can have
Right.
another one if you want. Big shout to you, sir. You can have 2 in a row.
This was a good question that we got for Tazo. Favourite tune at the rave to MC to?
Have you ever heard 2001 Space Odyssey?
Yeah.
You heard Voulez-Vous?
Yeah.
Have you heard Spy vs. Spy? Dance with me,
Yeah.
generate electricity. That one, unreal. Have you ever heard Don't Wanna Believe in Another Illusion? Do you know that one? Ooh, see, I've got the list of the tunes, man. I've got the loads of the beats.
Why every
Voulez-Vous, though, Voulez-Vous, gotta be.
Why every podcast, like, I genuinely when people do that, it does make us want to drink. I'm so glad we're doing it.
Why have you took your spectacles off?
It's hurt my eyes, you know.
All of a sudden, we just all have them on.
I know. It's
This is
Actually,
Make you
really,
feel
I've
drunk.
just noticed I can see so much better now because the light isn't reflecting off Dean's teeth.
nice. Honestly, it's hurting my eyes a bit. Try them ones.
He just doesn't like the fluffy beast, does he? That's what it is.
Do you try that one? Nathan Daw, now a global production superstar, owns a restaurant in Burton.
Nathan Daw, that's me boy.
Yeah, you were telling me before we started filming, before you were an MC,
Yeah.
you were MCing for him in Zante.
When I was about 19, 20-year-old, I flew to Zante, and every Wednesday and Saturday, I used to MC on this bowl party called VVIP.
For very, very important people.
Super, like Nathan Daw. And he was about 18, right? And he was the DJ, and I started off as the cameraman, started getting the mic a little bit, but I wasn't really an MC. But basically, we used to go through the caves and those loads of bats and stuff, and they wanted me to beatbox on the mic and that because they weren't allowed to play music dead loud because it would just wake up all the bats or some. I don't know if it was a true story, but that's what the boss told me at the time. And then I ended up becoming the MC for the bowl party with Nathan Daw. And then about 2-3 years later, I flew and did a few seasons in Ayanapa, and I met this guy called Missing Link, who is now his host MC. And Missing Link taught me how to be a hype man.
My phone doesn't open when I'm wearing these glasses.
Do you not think they hurt your eyes? Do they not hurt your eyes?
No, but I am used to wearing glasses. But my phone,
and ski goggles, according to Tazo.
Yeah, but my phone is not used to looking at my face when I look like this.
Obviously, Nathan was meant to be on LooseFest last year, wasn't he? I'd love to get Nathan on. Next time he's up, you'll have to bring him on.
Unreal DJ. Even back then, I used to say he's wicked DJ, him. And then fast forward, I was in Napa and I was with Missing Link, and he was saying, Nato, you've got an accent and stuff. You need to talk slower on the mic. He used to give us tips as a host MC. He used to say, like, when you go, like, make some noise, you need to put your hands up as you do it, stuff like that, little tips. So then I was hosting as an MC, he was doing it, I was doing it, different events and stuff, but we're good mates. And then fast forward to now, and Nathan Dorr, who I used to be an MC for, and Missing Link, who was like my mentor, them two got together, and now they're doing like shows all over and that. I was like, mate, that is a crazy story, like, you know, how them two got together.
So that is interesting as well, because we had this conversation internally, and then I think we mentioned it on the episode with Ginger Cal and Angry Bob. A couple of comments were made, when we get excited, we sound very Geordie.
Yeah.
And I'd asked Cal and Bob that as well, and they were like, oh yeah, everyone says that, but they don't care.
You should hear us when I'm steaming.
Well, I was going to say, is this something that you experience either with the vlogging or with the MCing? Do like ever people, well, you've just mentioned as an example there, but does that happen frequently where people are like, can you tone down the Geordie a bit? Or
it's very weird because now when I go on stage, I'm quite Geordie, but it's very watered down so that the crowd can understand us. Yeah. Especially, say, if I was in Napa on stage with loads of Londoners in the crowd, do you know what I mean? I would definitely water it down. Say, like, example, if I was on stage and you were in the crowd, I could be like, oh yeah, you're having a good time, make some fucking noise, right? But if it was Londoners, I'd be like, yeah, oh yeah, like, is anybody having a good time tonight? Somebody say, oh, do you know what I mean? Like, very slower, very like in your face, listen to me, do you know what I mean? When I've got some interaction with that crowd on stage, like, I look at the people in the front row and that, I go, how you doing there? Just you, I love your little jacket, kid, and then just one person's buzzing.
Probably Paul Graham. Talking to LooseFest, you had a story related to LooseFest. You were on stage with PT.
Yeah.
How did that come about?
Basically, I was next door in the hip hop tent. My DJ C, he was doing a gig, so I was on stage and he was like, oh, I'm on in 2-3 hours. So the DJ before that went, Nato, you're hosting for C? I went, yeah, but will you host my set as well? I was like, yeah, sure. And then the DJ before him went, I haven't got an MC, will you host my set as well? I was like, fuck's sake. And our set's turned into a 3-hour set, right? I says, yeah, no bother. So the hip-hop tent was just filling up in that. Did the first hour, next DJ came on, did the second hour, it's filling up even more. And then Curtis came on, and I was going crazy now for this hip-hop set, right? Did the hip-hop tent, crowd went wild, got off stage, sweating and that. So I said to C, I says, you come next door to check out the house tent. He's like, I'm just going to have a little chill here and that, right? I says, right, well, mate, I'll be back in about half an hour or so. I'm just going to go check it out, right? Because I had the little VIP wristband on. So I went through the back and that, and the Geordie Shore crew and that were just chilling to the right and stuff, right? And I went up. I've never met Patrick Topping in my life, right? And I was there, and there was a few 5-6 people in front of us, and I was like, there was a little gap, and I could see 2 people at the front row, and they were pointing at us through the gap of the front, like, so I was like dancing behind these people, like backstage. There was a big speaker here, and then Patrick there on the decks, he couldn't see me, I couldn't see him, right? And then I'm looking through this little gap, and these 2 people have put the flash on the phone recording us. So I went, oh, they've seen us now. So I've pushed through these 2 people. So I'm still behind this big speaker, by the way, so we can't see us, yeah. And I'm just dancing to the right like that, because for these little few people, and then more flashes start coming up on the phones. So I'm dancing like that, right? And then I look to the left, and Patrick goes, come here. So I just start bouncing in the middle of the stage. Whole crowd starts screaming. He goes, get on the mic. I says, now. He goes, get on the mic. So the mic is tangled through this big pile of wires, right? So I'm untangling this mic, and the drop's coming. I've got 5 seconds before the drop. I'm untangling it. And then all of a sudden I just pull the mic out, turn around. When I was a little boy, me mother said to me. And the whole crowd go, why? So I do like a lyric or 2, and then I go give him the mic back, and he goes, stay on for the rest of me set, stay on till the end. I was like, no way. So I did like the last 10 minutes or something.
Do you know what's mad as well? That's at like 4:00 in the afternoon,
crowd,
and it is like going mental.
What year was that?
That was 2022.
So was that wasn't on the Talmud?
No, that was the Talmud.
First year,
yeah, so 2021. Honestly, we've been very fucking unlucky with it, because 2021 was originally going to be at Saltwell.
That's right.
And then obviously when Freedom Day got pushed back, obviously Freedom Day ended up being the 19th of July. We were going to be the 31st of July, but obviously public health were like, well, that's 15 to 20,000 18 to 35-year-olds who wouldn't have been double jabbed at the time, so we weren't able to go ahead. So then we ended up doing it in Herrington Park on the 9th of October, and then obviously the next year was 2022, which was obviously the 31st of July. That was obviously that one there, and then obviously last year was meant to be the week after, obviously first week of August, and obviously we unfortunately know what happened. But this year, obviously, like I said on the last few, it's coming soon, the news coming soon. I think you'll be excited, it'll be really good.
Well, if Robin Armstrong wasn't there, he was the one that was on the stage with us, hold tight Robin, he was the one that got the video.
Yes.
So imagine this, I've went next door, I've went to Curtis, I've went, mate, you never guess what's just happened. I've just been emceeing with Patrick Toppin and that. He was like, shut up, man. So, right, I've had a little hour or something in the festival, and then I've went home. I only live in Sheffield, so I've went home, got changed, came back, and I've just rocked it when I've came back as well. Like, just walking through the crowd, just feeling like the boy who was like, yeah.
Because you're talking like probably 8 to 10,000 people.
It looked about like 10,000
in that house
people,
tent. Probably 8 to 10,000 people, and he's just got full control of the crowd.
And I've got no idea that I'm going to, like, I'm literally just to the side having a little boogie. I see 2 flashlights come on, like they're like, yes, NATO, so I'm like, sound. Then like 3-4 flashlights come on the phone, so I come through a little bit at the front. I'm just dancing like that, like, come on, yes, man. I don't want to like dimmy shine, do you know what I mean? I'm just dancing on the side, and he goes, NATO, what the fuck? Get on stage. And I was like, fuck now, nice to meet you. What do you want? You know what I mean? He was like, jump on the mic.
Where's the best crowd you've like emceed for, performed for?
I've done loads of different crowds, you know. I used to do Iron Napa. I brought GREGGS on stage, man. And he came on a little Segway, and he was like, if you're talking the hardest things, man, pop up on your... I was like, oh my God. I have done loads of mad crowds. I do like, not just monkey raves, I do like hip-hop shows, grime raves, drum and bass raves, do you know what I mean? So, like, Worldies is like my home.
Yeah. And not to put you on the spot, what is your favourite music to perform to?
Well, if it's like a buzz, gotta be Monkey. There's full energy, do you know what I mean? Like, it's nothing but love in the room. But if I was gonna just have a little nice head bop and that, I like the rap shit, me. Like, where, like, say, like 30, 40 people in the crowd, very intimate, everyone's listening to every single word you're saying. You feel like you know everybody there because you've said hello to them all outside. Hip-hop shows are mint, but it's got to be the monkey raves, like full energy. Now, like my t-shirt's soaking within 10 minutes in that rave because I give it full energy, man. And when I walk through the crowd and that, people are like, yes, NATO. I'm like, boom, spud. Yes, NATO, spud. And then I get on stage like, yes, I'm like, right, somebody say, oi, oi. Nah, wicked. Climb on top of the speaker and that, and then the bar staff are like, get down off the speaker. I'm like, nee, wait.
There's more of us than there is a ye.
Nee rules in here.
I stuck it out on Instagram that you were coming on. I'm going to get like I'm going to get a NATO bit of questioning going in a second, like NATO interviewing NATO.
What is this?
So I was going to say,
Taz all said it, but it's just like next level now. Like every fucking
you've got NATO.
I've got something for the crew if you want to be more NATO. You ready?
Oh, here we go.
Are you ready?
You have came prepared today, aren't you?
Yeah, man, listen, man, I've got boxes full of NATO. One for you.
Oh, I love
one for you. Listen,
I actually love that.
Keep these beasts, keep them. Yes. Make sure you wear it in the winter. Get it on, let's have a look.
I feel like I can't do the glasses because it hurt my eyes, but I want
you can see the beanie though. Oi. Looking like a beast.
Right, anyway, so I want to ask you this. So Taylor_Aftermath. I'm just going to read. Check 1, 2.
I was going to say that how I meant to wear it. Did I wear it like I just showed everyone how to fucking Oh, God.
That's you're wearing like the five-a-side way, I think. Do you know what I mean?
Five-a-side way.
The five-a-side. You're playing football on a cold Tuesday night.
If it's ever raining, think, ooh, I'll chuck my little beanie on.
You got to think East 17. Do you know what I mean?
All right. You're cooler than me. The issue I've got is, and there's going to be an angle.
By the way, can we get that clipped that he's just said that I'm cooler than him because I can live off that shit for the rest of my life.
But I've got like a Thierry Henry head. Have you ever seen when Thierry Henry's got a skin that's like that? That's what I'm like. I can never lose my hair. If I start losing my hair, and I always check my hairline.
Losing your voice.
I've lost my voice. If I ever start losing my hair, I'm off to Turkey, mate. Like, honestly, I refuse to do it because I've got a Thierry Henry head. It's not good, like.
Need some plats, like, I'll go and get you some from the fucking...
So, yeah, someone messaged this in. I'm going to get you to ask a couple of these more, but this doesn't make any sense to me, so I'm just going to read it out. Taylor_Aftermath. Fave lung, ? Ratty or bath bucket? Does that make any sense to you?
Yes, it does. Right. I don't know if you want to talk about it on this.
Okay, tell you what then, without any context...
It's got to be a stitchy B, put it that way.
Right, here you go, right, you've got some questions on there, NATO.
Well, I was going to say, sorry, Ant, but obviously you got the merch out to make them look, well, you made us all look more like NATO, but it came from Tazo, hasn't it? Tazo was just like, You basically give Nato a really big shout out.
No, you gave Stomping a massive shout out.
No, and then Nato.
you went, but I've got to give a shout out to Nato. And then
Tazo went, you look like Nato. And then we were like, oh.
Now you're never going to live it down.
He's never going to live it up.
Getting stopped on the street all the time, man. Be funny. What the fuck? What on the move, man?
That's happened to me 6 times today, just on the way here. Some big Reggie on Northumberland Street before. Nato, no feast. I've been watching you for 2 years. Be funny. Beep. Started videoing us. I was like, what's happening? He was like, I've just bought a new coat, mate. Yeah, I was getting all tight. This kid with his new coat. Fucking class.
I want to know how long if you walked around with them shades and that hat on.
Oh, mate, you could get some free peeve in the town.
You get your Burke out for us. You've got a Burke somewhere out
I
near.
do have a burger.
Bring that in. Fucking lap.
What about if I walk around and people are like, what time's 5 aside kick off?
You'll be able to do 2 gigs at the same time. One will be class, the other will be fucking
You
shite.
walk up the worldies, they'll let you straight through like that. I'm telling you. You cut your plats off. What the fuck?
Right, in a new feature for the podcast, Nato interviews Nato.
Okay. So, Callum Ward.
Talk like me.
If you were going to go on the bar crawl in the tomb, where would you go first?
Me? Are you talking to me? All right. Well, I would start off at 5 Swans. 5 Swans, and then I'd fly to Trillions, the rock bar. And
What are you doing on?
I would do.
And then I'd eat some bats because he's a god.
What's happened to you?
My voice is gone.
I would go to 5 Swans, then I'd go to Trillions, then I'd fly to like, what is it called? Billy Bootleggers or something, a little underground beast.
Oh, fucking Boobs and Bourbon.
Aye, lethal little beast.
Little underground beast, man.
Little beast in there. And then I would go to, probably like little snide cheapy beasts,
Treble. He'd finish off with some trebs at Empress,
little mimos
surely.
or something, and then I'd end my night in either top worldies, or if I was feeling a little rock beast, I'd go to Rise like sometimes,
Nice.
Funny enough brings on to the next question.
Yes.
Big Hodgie, Mark Hodgie. Is he a secret goth like Anne said on a previous podcast?
Well, I do say the word rock a lot, like I'm rocking it the neat kid. I do skateboard and that, like, you know what I mean? But I cannot hack the metal.
What about a bit of emo? What about a bit of mosh? What
little
about
pop
a bit
punk
like,
beast? Could be done. Depends who I'm kicking it with. Like, you know, if I'm kicking it with Scapey J or something, I'll get the emo straight on.
Welcome to the Black Parade. Could be something you could MC over, I reckon. Like,
I shall try that. Like MC, I was some emo beast.
Hey, well, we've got some cameras, we've got a skateboard out there, we've got some DJs.
I want to do a music video.
Maybe vid incoming.
I'll edit it.